Alright, so we have the Season 3 characters basically confirmed for the most part, and we got to talk about a bit of other things too within this video, so we're going to have many different parts that are going to be kind of important, so just stick around. And I mean, yeah, so to start off, we know the Season 3 units, okay, so the Season 3 units are now going to be the previous Season 4 units on JP. So what we know is that Charlotte, Fuego, and Jack are going to be coming, and just to kind of show you guys, let me pull it up real quick. These are the Season 4 units. Okay, so blue supporter Charlotte, red attacker Fuego, green Jack. So Charlotte is like a very good blue supporter, giving all attack, just giving a lot of defensive buffs, giving AoE counter. Fuego is a barrier removal guy with burn, and then Jack is just kind of there. He does stun, he has a special buff that's good, does extra attacks on his ult, that's basically it. Mini recap for them right now, but nothing too much for now. So, having these three is probably the best case scenario. Now, also people might be like, oh, but shit, I'm gonna have to summon now. Not really. You could just choose Charlotte, and then you don't need the other two. Fuego might be good, especially if you want the burn meta, but I mean, the burn team, burn meta doesn't really, it's not needed, right? But if you do want to have fun, you might want to choose Fuego instead of Charlotte. It really depends, but Charlotte for a full blue team is going to be probably just really good, and she doesn't really lose much value ever. So Vanilla mentions it too, but let me just talk about it. So Swimsuit Yuno and Vanessa, we don't really know what's happening to them, but logically speaking, it makes sense why they were scrapped, or not scrapped. But Yuno was not exactly the craziest. He was not great for PvP. He was just a worse version of either Rill or Lotus, because he had the same ult with the Incapacitate, and his skill 2 sucked now because of the fact that the meta is revolving around magic attack, and this is for attack, so that kind of made him very useless as a debuffer in PvP. But for PvE, he's very good, so I do hope he comes soon. And Vanessa was just bad overall, horrible skills, and also her passive was also really bad, which I've talked about many times. So what I could see happening is the exact same as the Summer Asta, where they'll either be in events or they're just going to immediately put them in the unfeatured, which I think might happen, where they just put Yuno in the unfeatured and he just stays there forever, like Asta. So I feel like they might just not release it through an event, but maybe they will. If they do release it through an event, then I'll be very happy for that. Now, what they also, just to kind of note, is that JP is making now, I think, more, if we go to it, let me just pull this up, since I think it's pretty important to actually mention for this type of thing. So if we go to the dev notes, then we go here, we scroll all the way, I think it's to the bottom. I'm gonna try to find it, but I'm like pretty sure. If it's not, then I mean that's... Let me find it. Alright, so it was on the top. So basically in 2024, there's going to be new types of updates, such as event stories and original stories. So I think that that might be how we get the Yuno instead, if they want to do that, where Global just releases it kind of early. So I'd say that that would be logical. So yeah, it kind of sucks, but at the same time, these units were not crazy. No one was going to summon on just a Vanessa or Yuno banner, because either you cared a lot about Vanessa or Yuno, or you went for the meta pick being Yuno over Vanessa. So, you know, you could just pick one of the two, and these types of banners are not crazy for 2 units. Why it was fine that they reduced it to 2 units was because of the fact that both units were really good. We checked Season 5, right? Charmy, amazing. Noelle, amazing too, right? You wanted both of their skill pages for them. Then Season 6, Magna, top tier meta unit, right? And Charlotte, top tier meta unit, best unit in the game. So like obviously you wanted both of them, which is how they kind of enticed people. You can't release a 2 unit season with 2 bad units. It doesn't work like that, okay? So that is the first thing. Now next up, they talk about the fact that the Spare Veto should be the chosen one for Season 3. Now, it being only Veto means one of two things. Well, one, if first of all, no matter what, it's not complete, because they would not release just one pickup unit. I refuse to believe that. And if it is, it means this season is short as hell. This season is going to be less than 20 days if it's only Veto. And third, it could also mean that it's just incomplete and we're going to get Veto with, like, for example, it should be Gundari, but Gundari also kind of sucks. But to be fair, the files are never complete, so we can't ever be sure about this, right? But if something's in the files for that, it means that it should be coming, but they're still preparing how they want to go about it. Could this change? Yeah, but Season 3 just logically does make sense for it to be Clover Academy, which is, I mean, it's good. We get to go up a banner also. Just being able to skip those summer units is not a bad thing at all. Now, it being the Spare Veto makes me think we might get another banner, like a hype banner instead between this. Maybe they'll do like Fauna, because like, you know, Hatred Fauna and the Spare Veto in the same patch. I could see that. I could see that, right? That wouldn't be the like worst thing ever, because you wouldn't be summoning on Veto, and this season 4 you don't need to summon on. I'm just saying, if y'all summon, it's not really their fault, right? Now, did I mention this? No. Anyway, I just thought it's funny to mention. So this guy says, stop saying season 3 is scrapped. You have no proof of that happening. If anything, since seasonals are now 2 characters on JP, they might make Yuno and Vanessa for season 3 only, which I assume they might get buffs to make them more enticing to pull. And hey bro, I kept this comment in mind. I kept it in mind because guess what? Guess what? Guess what? Guess what? So yeah, anyway, I just thought it would be kind of funny to mention. So this is the next thing I want to mention. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sick, y'all. I'm actually really sick. So, if you can't hear it in my congested voice. So, Kaku was saying that Yuno version 2, the Yuno with Bell, season 3 change, which obviously, Fauna, Hatred Fauna, Witch Queen, and then maybe Black Asta would be coming this month. Now, first of all, logically speaking, season 3 starting on the 18th. Would they be able to get through 1 banner, 2 banner, 3 banners if they're on the same one, so 3 banners, and then 4 banners in 12 days? No. So first of all, logically speaking, doesn't work out like that. Second of all, I mean, now we know it's not really the case, for the most part. Unless something changes again, we're not going to be getting Witch Queen, Black Asta, Yuno and Bell, and also Hatred Fauna in such short time. I just don't see it. It's not going to happen, and I'm happy that it's not. I mean, we might get Fauna. I think Fauna is the most likely out of all of these, because of the fact that if we are getting the Spare Veto, Hatred Fauna would make a lot of sense. Now, am I happy about this? Yes, because of the fact that we do kind of need to start, you know, catching up. And getting these 3 units is going to allow us to catch up, because we're going to be able to pass through 2 seasonals / 1 season. And then we're going to have ample time to start catching up much quicker if they decide to do that. Now, my personal thoughts is that this is going to be a 20-day season like the previous season. Sorry, like season 1. Because of the fact that we're only getting the Spare Veto at the moment, okay? At the moment. Not saying it's confirmed. I'm just saying it's most likely what's going to happen. Unless they add like another 2 units that are coming out. Because 30-day seasons make sense when there's 3 banners that come out for the like quickness of how they do it. Because what? We got new banners every 10 days in season 2, where we got the season 2 banner. Then 10 days later we got Julius. Then 10 days later we got Keanu. So essentially that's kind of how I'm gonna guess it's gonna stay for a while until we catch up. My guess is probably like catch up in like March to April is catch up time for me, I'd say. But yeah, no, I'm pretty happy about this. I'm happy it was confirmed, and I'm happy I'm still so smart. You guys could check out the showcase for Charlotte and just be talking about their kits down below. Hopefully they do get buffed. I would appreciate if Jack, his dupes get buffed. That would be huge for Jack. I'm not going to lie. If they make his dupe 5 his dupe 2, he's probably going to be way better. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Let me know what you guys think of this, and peace.